At the beginning of every school year, parents and students start a whole new grade with whole new teachers often and things like that. Especially for children who are struggling or who have struggled, what are some ideas, tips, or solutions that you're aware of that might be helpful for parents?
I think for parents, if they do not have a folder of their child's data, they should start one. And if they do have one, they should make sure it's updated. And this would include any data, evaluations, things that they might write to say, currently, this is how my student is reading or achieving.
Work samples?
Yes, exactly, work samples. For a student, I always think that starting a new school year and introducing himself or herself to a teacher is a great way to start. It's a great way for students to become advocates for themselves and also to start a line of communication. And so for a lot of students, that could be a video where they say, hi, my name is this, I struggle with reading. Specifically, these are things that are hard for me, but I also have these great strengths. And, here's who I am as a person. Or it could also be a letter. My son has dysgraphia as well as dyslexia, so that was difficult, but I helped him with that. And so it's just a great way to start out the year and open the line of communication.
Great.
I think those are great ideas. And starting the year is always difficult because you never know how much the teacher is going to know about your child's particular struggle. That's always a challenging thing for parents. And then there's also this piece where you want to help your student be able to talk to the teacher, and then at what point do you hand that off? Because you want them to be learning that skill. And some students take to it better than others. Some that's a lot easier to go up and talk to a teacher than it is for another student. So a lot of the recommendations we'll make, you can tailor make to your own student, whether or not you really think that's going to work for your particular child. But I think one of the important things, like Hillary said, is opening that line of communication with the teacher. Because don't assume that they received all the information they needed about your child. So I like the suggestion of the card that has their accommodations written on it, not only for the teacher to remember what those accommodations are, because as you say, they have a lot of students, but oftentimes we're asking a lot of the student to remember their accommodations, because oftentimes there's executive processing issues. And so having the card is good for both, and it's just a good reminder. And the other piece that I would always have people remember is, be patient with yourself, with your child, with your teacher. We're all in this learning process together. None of us are perfect. I remember feeling really bad about myself as a parent when I'd see another kid being able to advocate so well for himself or herself, and I thought there's a reason to feel bad again. So this is a really difficult thing we're asking of parents and kids, and the first of the year is very stressful. So be patient is a big thing. Take a deep breath. It'll be okay. Be patient. And then do reach out to other people and organizations. We've mentioned Decoding Dyslexia is one. They have a Facebook page, and there are plenty starting all the time across the country so that you can have other people to talk to, because it's very helpful, other parents who are going through the same thing.
Coming from an elementary perspective, take advantage of, if your school has a kindergarten roundup, go to that. Their teachers are going to usually share with you what skills they're going to need in kindergarten and what skills you can work on during the summer. Take advantage of your local library. A lot of times they'll have parent seminars. They'll have little reading groups for the students. Get in there and help your children be a part of that library system. Contact the school ahead of time and just ask them what are some things you can be working on over the summer. As a school, we are thrilled to find supplies for you to use during the summer. We have literacy nights where a lot of times we'll have a make and take type of literacy night where you can come and make materials that are going to help your child be successful with what you can do at home to help build the skills in the children. So contact the school, find out what you can do at home, as well as giving them a heads up that you're a little concerned before they even enter. That will give them a little key to keep a close eye on your child.
And it sounds like just developing those relationships. Yeah. The more you're there, the more you get to talk to people, the more you can build that relationship for you and your child.